Hello everyone, I'm JeremyTechno, and welcome back to Let's Play Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy HD. In the last episode, we completed everything, we collected everything in Sandy Village. We collected all the Precursor orbs and all the scout flags. And in this episode, we're going to continue with getting the power cells. First off, we're going to give the mayor 90 orbs.
So, you want to make a contribution? Good. A sizable one, I hope. You! Oh, it is a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
And that's the first power cell for this episode. So now what we're going to do is, honestly, we can't really do anything in the village right now, so we're going to go to our first area, which is the Forbidden Jungle. Because technically, that's the first level of the game. Alright, here we are, the Forbidden Jungle. Now, I would like to mention that I am going to 100% this game, and any Let's Play that I do, I'm going to 100% it. Just keep that in mind. Now, the Precursor orbs in this are a bit tricky. There are times where I actually missed a few, and that's going to happen in some of these levels. Just to let you know. So, what you want to do is, well, first off, just kill this guy. You're going to want to collect every Precursor orb, as well as everything else in the game. So as you can see up here, there's a scout flight box up here. Go ahead and break it, as well as collecting all these orbs. And there you go. Now this is actually the first level in the game, and the level is pretty damn huge. Now what I like about this game is that they're not really levels, but they're like worlds, like they're all connected. Speaking of all connected, there are no load times whatsoever, and that's another thing I really like about this game. Since there's no load times, meaning there's no like pauses with the game, so meaning honestly it's just a fresh experience, and since every world's connected, it's just a good time. Alright, so jump up here, and honestly, this place just wraps around pretty much. Now, in this level, there really isn't an objective, meaning it's not linear. You don't really go from point A to point B. It's a lot like Super Mario 64, except you don't really pick the levels. You go in it, and there's many objectives that you can honestly choose to order in. For example, down here, there's our first objective. Throughout these levels, there are going to be, some of them at least, there's going to be an NPC asking you for help, just like in the villages.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fisherman. And now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you and Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge?
Alright, now throughout Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, there's going to be lots of minigames. This is one of them.
There are two types of good fish to catch.
So,
1 pound fishies and 5 pound
yes.
fishies.
So, we have 1 pound fishes and 5 pound.
Then I'm gonna
And if we miss, sorry, I kind of talked over you, but basically, if we miss a certain amount of number,
catch even a
we'll fail. And if we catch even 1 poisonous fish, we'll fail. So, make sure you don't miss that many fish, but make sure you do not catch even 1 poisonous fish, because one of them will poison the entire thing. Now, make sure you could miss some 1 pound fishes. Alright, sorry, my TV was acting up, and because it was flickering, I couldn't see what was going on, so I failed. But anyways, basically, you can, if you want, you could miss the 1 pound fish. But make sure you do not miss any 5 pound fish, because the 5 pound fish will help you out in the long run. Now, I believe you need to catch 120 pounds, I'm not completely sure. Anyways, like I said, do not catch any poisonous fish. And trust me, towards the end, it will get tricky. If you catch even one, you'll fail. So very nerve-wracking. See, like that I almost caught. You want, so like, if there's like a poisonous fish and the only way to dodge it is if you miss a fish, do that. It's better to miss a fish than to get a poisonous fish. As you can see, ah, no. You see what I mean? Since I caught one poisonous fish, I failed. Also, I believe it's 200 then, because I caught 124. But yeah, you see what I mean? So you have to be very careful. Alright, so we're back to the number we were at, basically. And as you can see, I missed a lot of fish. Yeah, I missed about 10. Also, if you miss the yellow fish, which is the 5-pound fish, you will lose 5 pounds. So be careful with that. And as you can see, there are a ton of poisonous fish coming this way. We should be done soon, honestly. Oh, wow, that was close. Oh, I gotta be careful. Honestly, this is all about timing, honestly. Also, this minigame is actually really important because not only will he give us a power cell, but he'll allow us to do something else.
You did it! You caught 200 pounds of fish! Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
So you heard from what he said. Not only did he give us a power cell, but he also lets us use his boat. If you're curious, if you remember in the beginning, also this guy's laugh is so annoying. But anyways, if you remember when we first left Samos's hut, we saw a boat with where a lurker shark bit it. Well, there's also a boat at this deck that you can get, and it leads us to Misty Island. Now that we complete this mini game, we could use it. So technically, we can go and do Misty Island right now, but we're going to complete this first. The next area you want to go in is that instead of dropping down from this bridge, you want to actually cross it. And like I said, this guy's laugh is extremely annoying. Like, God. I remember, like, when I missed some Precursor orbs, I was searching his entire island, and I always heard his stupid laugh. It really is annoying. So get these orbs. And you, there's a ton of orbs up here. But you can't get them yet. Don't worry, we'll get them eventually. Kill him. Also, these are lurkers, the main enemies. They're pretty much like the most basic enemies in this game. So, where do we go now? Over here. Make sure you don't fall, or else actually falling will be such a bad idea. Okay, we'll go down there later, but for now let's stay up here. So there are lots of obstacles. Of course, in this level, there are easy obstacles, you know, since this is the beginning after all. Don't worry, they will get harder in time. So, in my opinion, this is probably one of the coolest parts of this game. When you use this blue eco, you unlock this bridge stuff with using a bunch of Precursor artifacts. It's really cool. And now let's cross it. Now, once you do this, it will stay up forever, so don't worry.
We need to get to the top of that tower.
And before we do that, let's go up here, because there are stuff up here. So as you can see, there are Precursor orbs here and the Scoutflies, so make sure you do not miss this. I know there are a lot of people who actually missed this. Anyways, so now we actually go up here. Now, I would also like to mention that one of the things I don't like about this game is that there's not that many boss fights. There is actually only 3 boss fights. Boss fight we're actually doing too, which, by the way, you can completely skip it. So technically, there's only 2 mandatory ones. So there's this one, a boss fight later on, and then the final boss. Whereas Crash Bandicoot, the first one had 6 boss fights. So I actually think it really does suck that this game doesn't nearly have as much. And even then, the boss fight is not even that good. So that's one thing that's disappointing in my opinion. I wish they had a lot more. Sadly though. So just climb up this elevator. And as you can see, there is a power cell right up here. Look at that view. Like, I just want you to take this all in. Look at this. You can see the other island. This is what I mean by being connected. And look over there. It's amazing. Of course, some of these places you can't go to, but still. And now we go down here. Now, down here, starting off, you can only go one way, up here. Now, you want to remember this.
Yeah, so we got a Precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue
Yeah.
stuff. So it ain't gonna help
So you
us.
want to remember that's there, so when you get Blue Eco, you can do that. So wait for this platform, jump. And a bunch of Precursor orbs. Make sure you don't fall off. Even more Precursor orbs on the side. And over here, this is why you want to go to this area first. Now, get this power cell and step on this button. And yes, this is the button. You'll see what it does in 1 minute, or 1 second really.
Wow, did you see that? Blue eco vents have been activated all over the world. I knew there was a way to turn them on. There must be places to turn on the other eco vents as well.
So basically, in other places of the levels, there were eco vents that we had access, but we couldn't. But now that we accessed it, we could complete the level completely now. So getting power cells that we couldn't get. For example, in the beach, there is this power cell that we couldn't get because we needed Blue Eco, and now that we activated this, we can get it. So what you want to do here is go up here. Remember the jump pad? Well, just jump. And you get all those Precursor orbs. And now time for the next area. And go up here yet again. Even more. And we actually have 99 now, sweet. And now we have our first boss fight, and this one's actually optional. Yeah, I know. This isn't even a mandatory one. You can completely skip this boss fight, and you can still complete the game. Of course, not 100%, but still. Now, what this boss fight will do is you'll dodge his attack, then he'll do this. Basically, I guess to charge up or something, and then you hit him. He has 3 hit points, and every time you hit him, he'll spawn these enemies. And basically, eventually, the spikes will go away, and like I said, he'll continue this. This is a very easy boss fight. Extremely easy. So it shouldn't be hard for you at all. So, just complete the steps. We're almost done. Wow, I actually got hit. And, whoa, that was close. And wait for him to do it again. Jump up and hit him. And he's dead. Now before you do anything, well, first off, collect this power cell, obviously. But before you do anything, make sure you get these Precursor orbs right here. Everyone forgets about this. I know a ton of people that they were missing Precursor orbs, and these were the ones that they missed. These 5 orbs are some of the most troll-ish area to put the orbs, because you would not expect to jump on this guy and orbs comes out. It really is trolly. Anyways, let's jump up. And remember those orbs I said you couldn't get? Now you could. So there's a few more orbs we can get now. Cross this bridge one more time, like I said, and now let's drop down here. Wow.
Well, better you than me.
That was actually pretty interesting. I fell right in the lurker. Heh, you don't see that every day. Anyways, let's go back to the area we just were. Alright, now this time, let's ground pound so we kill the enemy. Sweet. Also, this was a scoutfly block, obviously I destroyed it. Now, you do not want to touch these. These are dark eco boxes. When you touch them, you take damage. Now, let's get this. Now, this is another spot where you get a bunch of precursor orbs. So we just have to find Blue Eagle, which, coincidentally, is right here. Also, I would like to mention, once you destroy the dark eagle plants, all of these plants die. A nice little detail. So if you were having trouble with those guys for whatever reason, now you don't. So there's a scoutfly right here, and there's actually precursor orbs and a power cell over here. On it, all you have to do, well, first off, you press square to just dive under. That's all you do. And we missed one. And there we go. And that's collect a power cell. Now, if you didn't realize this already, I'm going to be doing a level or area or whatever you call it per episode. So this episode we're doing the Forbidden Jungle, obviously. And we are going to be doing everything in this episode that you need to do in the Forbidden Jungle. Now, first off, before we do anything, let's go get those precursor orbs that we need. Are we gonna make it? Yeah, we are. Miss. Let's get all these orbs. And how much orbs do we need now? We need 9 more. Not bad. Now this is where it starts to get difficult. You do not know how much orbs you need, and there are times where you need like one more orb and you do not know where it is. Also, I didn't do that right. And now we're in a new area.
Let's get up on that machine and break the mirror diverting the precursor beam.
And we need one more scoutfly. Ooh. Okay, now before you do anything else, you want to go back and make sure you time your jumps correctly. And now just make sure you roll over here and charge up with where you go. Because there is this door you want to unlock doing this, where there is a power cell right over here. And power cell. This one could be very tricky to access. I know there are some people who couldn't get this because they didn't know. Okay, so now let's go up here where we were supposed to go. Now this is the mission where the mayor needed us to do. Basically what he was saying was he wanted, like, the power supply was down, and because of this. So basically we wanted to destroy all of these. Well, not destroy that, but destroy that. And we want to reconnect it using these mirrors. And we want to bring it back to the village. So what you do is you just press circle to use. And you have to line it up with... no, that's the light. Over here. And it reflects over there. And basically all we have to do is we have to go from pillar to pillar and just keep on doing that until we reach the village. Now let's look at our precursor orb count for a minute. We need 4 more orbs. And I'll be honest, I'm not too sure where they are, and that's kind of bad. I mean, I'll find them eventually, but still. Yeah, I actually have no idea where they are. Oh, there they are. Alright, I found them. Now the question is, can I get there? I think I could. Wait, camera. What is this? There we go. But that was weird. Anyways, despite camera problems, this guy's still laughing, like I said. Alright, so somewhere up here, correct? Yeah, I actually can't believe I missed this. So the 4 remainder ones, as well as the last scoutfly, are over here. Honestly, we went here eventually because one of the mirrors are over there. And now let's get our final scout light and the power cell. And we pretty much did almost everything we have to do here. We got all the Precursor orbs. We need to get one more power cell, which is to connect the eco beams, which is what we're doing right now. And we got all the scout lights. So other than that, we honestly completed everything. Yeah, you also take fall damage. And I fell down all the way to this annoying fisherman who can't stop laughing. Stupid hyena. Anyways, so now all you want to do is connect the eco beams pretty much. So basically, the way you want to see it is look over there, and that is where the beam is. So, oh god. So the beam is blocking. Well, this thing is blocking the beam, so I have to constantly climb up, which sucks. I think luckily though these things stop, so you know, easier time. So the beam is over there, so we just have to go over there. Wow, it was right. We were actually here already. Press circle and connect to the next one, which is over here.
Let's go to the next tower and reconnect the beam there.
Now the next one is, well actually I think the tree's blocking it. This is. But where is it though? Hold on. Wow, this tree is still blocking it. That's one of the, well, I guess this is a jungle after all, so it would have trees, but still. It would be nice to see where you're going. You still can't see. Great. There we go. Right over there. But how do we get there? I think we might have to go around, which kind of sucks. God, this sucks. Hold on. Wow, really?
That looks like it hurts. Should I call for backup?
Also, yeah, one of the things I really like about this game is that when you die, Daxter says a ridiculous statement, and it's pretty funny, and it's different each time, so I really like that addition to this game. I believe this is how you get it. I'm not completely sure. Is it? Actually, no, we're right back to where we started. Crap. I actually do not even know how you get this. Wow, really? So all you have to do is just climb. Just climb up here, and it's right here. So I was going around in circles for nothing, because it was right here the entire time. So let's connect it right over here. And it connects to the second to last one, which coincidentally is right there. Look at that beautiful sunset. So just go up here. So this is the one I was thinking of. But yeah, it's right here. And now it's time to aim it at the final thing that we have to re-aim it at. Right over there. Right where the beginning of the level is. And then now we just have to reconnect that final thing, and we're good. Alright, so now let's reconnect it. Now we're reconnecting it right to the village. Right there. And now the village has power. Look at all the blue eco. Fascinating. Right to the village. And powers the village.
We should go tell that windbag of a mayor that he owes us big time for connecting the village energy beam.
Yeah, so now let's skip back to the mayor. Alright, Mayor, we fixed your power supply.
Oh, what a wonderful sight! I thank you. The entire village will thank me. Boys, you have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, my boy, you've earned a power cell.
And we got a power cell. Sweet. And that's everything in the Forbidden Jungle. We 100% in Forbidden Jungle. We got all the power cells, all the precursors, and all the scout flies. So in the next episode, we will be tackling the beach. Yes, the beach. We'll do Misty Island and last. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you're having a great day.